Hi, so in this video, we are going to discuss the topic control of hazardous energy standard. This topic is under the module regulation, which is a part of the certified safety professional exam. So first, we are going to see the scope and its application and the definitions. So the standard covers the servicing and the maintenance of the machines and equipments in which the unexpected energization or startup of the machines or equipment or the release of the stored energy could cause injury to the employees. So this standard establishes the minimum performance requirement for the control of such hazardous energy. So this standard applies to the control of energy during servicing or maintenance of the machine and equipment. So now we will see the few of the definitions which are under this standard. So first is the affected employees. So the employee whose job requires him or her to operate or use a machine or equipment on which servicing or maintenance is being performed under lockout or tagout, or whose job requires him or her to work in the area in which such servicing or maintenance is being performed. The next definition is the authorized employee. So a person who locks or tag out the machine or equipment in order to perform servicing or maintenance on a machine or equipment. An affected employee becomes an authorized employee when that employee's duty include performing servicing or maintenance covered by this standard. Now the next definition is capable of being locked out. So the energy isolating device capable of being locked out if it has an hasp or other means of attachment to which the lock can be affixed or it has a locking mechanism built into it. The other energy isolating devices are capable of being locked out if the lockout can be achieved without the need to dismantle, rebuild, or replace the energy isolating devices or permanently alter its energy control capability. So the next is, what do we mean by energized? Any device or equipment connected to the energy source or containing a residual or stored energy. The next definition is the energy isolating device. So, a mechanical device that physically prevents the transmission or release of energy, including but not limited to the following: a manually operated electrical circuit breaker, a disconnect switch, or a manually operated switch by which the conductors of the circuit can be disconnected for all underground supply conductor, and in addition no pole can be operated independently, a line valve, a block, and a similar device used to block or isolate the energy. The push buttons, selector switches, and other control circuit type devices are not energy isolating devices. So basically, it is a mechanical device that prevents the transmission or release of energy. So it can be either automatic or it can be a manual. It can be manually operated switch, but it should break the circuit. So the next definition is the energy source. So any source of electrical, mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic, chemical, thermal, or another energy can be said to be an energy source. So our next definition is hot tap, a procedure used in the repair, maintenance, and service activities that involves welding on a piece of equipment under a pressure in order to install the connection. So this is known as hot tap. So next is the next definition is lockout. So the placement of the lockout devices on an energy isolating device in accordance with the established procedure, ensuring that the energy isolating devices and the equipments being controlled cannot be operated until the lockout devices is or are removed. So what are the next definition is what are lockout device? A device that utilizes a positive means such as lock, either key or combination type, to hold an energy isolating device in a safe position and prevents the energizing of the machine or equipment. So our next definition is normal production operation. So what do we mean by normal production operation? The utilization of the machine or equipment to perform its intended production function. So the next definition is servicing or maintenance. So a workplace activities such as constructing, installing, setting up, adjusting inspection, modifying and maintaining or servicing the machine or equipment can be termed as servicing or maintenance. So the next definition is setting up. So any work performed to prepare a machine or equipment to perform its normal production operation. So what do we mean by the tag out? So the placement of the tag out devices on an energy isolating device in accordance with the established procedure to indicate that the energy isolating device and the equipment being controlled may not be operated until the tag out device is removed. So what do we mean by the tag out device? So a prominent warning device such as a tag and a mean of attachment which can be securely fastened to an energy isolating device in accordance with the established procedure to indicate that the energy isolating devices and the equipment being controlled may not be operated until the tagout device is removed. So basically a tagout device is a warning device, and a tagout means placing the tagout device on an energy isolating device. So now we will move to our next topic, the energy control program. So the employer shall establish a program consisting of the energy control procedures, then employee training, and the periodic inspections to ensure that before an employee performs any servicing or maintenance on a machine or equipment where the unexpected energizing, startup, or release of the stored energy could occur or cause injury, the machine or equipment shall be isolated from the energy source and rendered inoperative. So basically, the energy control program has the three part: the procedures, the energy control procedures, then the employee training, and the periodic inspection. So now we will see in detail about the periodic inspection under this energy control program. So the employer shall conduct the periodic inspection of the energy control procedure at least annually to ensure that the procedures and the requirements of these standards are being followed. So the periodic inspection shall be performed by the authorized employees other than the one utilizing the energy control procedure being inspected. Means the person who is himself utilizing the procedure or following the procedure should not conduct the periodic inspection, but an authorized employees other than the one shall be conducting the inspection. So the periodic inspection shall be conducted to correct any deviation or inadequacies identified. So basically, it is the purpose of the any inspection. So the employer shall also certify that the periodic inspections have been performed. The certification shall identify the machine or equipment on which the energy control procedure was being utilized, the date of inspection, and the employees included in the inspection and the person performing the inspection. So the next part of the energy control program is the training and communication. So the employer shall provide training to ensure that the purpose and the function of the energy control programs are understood by the employees and that the knowledge and the skill required for the safe application, usage, and the removal of the energy controls are acquired by the employees. The training shall include the following: the recognition of the applicable hazardous energy source, the type and the magnitude of the energy available in the workplace, and the methods and the means necessary for energy isolation and control. So basically, the hazardous energy source should be the training should make the trainees capable to recognize the applicable hazardous energy source, the magnitude of the energy available in the workplace and its type, and the methods and the means necessary for the energy isolation and the control. And the next, the training should, the next part of the training is that the purpose and the use of the energy control procedure should be made clear uh, to the trainees. Now, the third part of the training is that the prohibition relating to the attempt to restart or re-energize the machine or the piece of equipment that are locked out or tagged out. So first is the recognition of the hazardous energy. The next part of the training should be the uh, use of the energy control procedure, and the third is the prohibition to relating to the attempts to restart or re-energize machine that are locked out or tagged out. So the retraining shall be provided for all authorized and affected employees whenever there is a change in the job assignment, change in the machine equipment, or processes that presents a new hazard, or when there is a change in the energy control procedures. So basically, management of change should be addressed, and the additional retraining shall be conducted whenever a periodic inspection reveals inadequacies in the program or procedures. So basically, uh, it is a more way of our, we can say, follow up, and the employers shall certify that the employee training has been accomplished and is being kept up to date. The certification shall contain each employee's name and the date of the training.